Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. You see, 2024 general elections, Congress and a lot of other opposition said that, if Bharatiya Janata Party comes to power, they may change the constitution.
इनके मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट ने कहा कि अगर हम चुनाव जीतेंगे तो हम संविधान को बदल देंगे.
Well, I don't know how true that claim was. But the fact remains that the more I see of what is happening around me, the more I am convinced that Bharatiya Janata Party ministers, Bharatiya Janata Party public representatives doesn't seem to care much about our constitution and what is written there. This is my personal feeling. Let me try and justify what I am saying. Let's get right into the show. Now let's start with this gentleman called Giriraj Singh. Giriraj Singh is a union minister in the government of India. Now Giriraj Singh, he made a very weird statement while addressing a public rally. Check this video out.
आयुष्मान कार्ड मिला, कहा मिला, हिंदू मुसलमान हुआ, कहा नहीं हुआ. हमके लिए बड़ा अच्छा, आपने हमको वोट दिया था, कहा हाँ दिया था. हमके जड़ी खुदा का नाम लेके बोलिए तो कहा नहीं दिया था. हमने कहा नरेंद्र मोदी ने गाली दिया था तो नहीं, हमने गाली दिया था तो नहीं. मैंने कहा तो मेरी गलती क्या थी? जो किसी के उपकार को ना उपकार माने उसको नमक हराम क्या बोलते हैं? अरे जो किसी का उपकार ना माने उसको क्या बोलते हैं? उसको क्या बोलते हैं? मैंने कहा मौलवी साहब, मुझे नमक हरामों का वोट नहीं चाहिए.
You see, first and foremost, let us answer this union minister. You see, if this union minister and his government does schemes for us, for the people of this country, it is not that money or that infrastructure doesn't come from their own personal assets or their inherited property. It comes from our tax money. They come to us, almost beg of us for votes, to serve us. To serve us. The Prime Minister calls himself Pradhan Sevak. Sevak means a person who serves. That is what the Prime Minister calls himself.
भाइयों बहनों, मैं प्रधान सेवक हूं.
So he works for the Prime Minister. He is under the Prime Minister. What exactly should we call him? He is serving us. And for that, he doesn't require any gratification. He is using the public money to spend on our privileges, our welfare. He is not using his own money. What gratification is he expecting out of that Maulana? The core concept, the core premise of our constitution lies in the concept of liberty, equality and fraternity. Where is the liberty? Where is the equality? And where is the fraternity? Are we treating each citizen equally? If we were treating each citizen equally, why single out a Maulana and ask him whether you have voted for me or not? There could be 10 Pandits who have not voted for Giriraj Singh. Have you thought about it? Did he go to ask them as to why they have not voted? Giriraj Singh didn't get 100% vote from his constituency. There are a lot of people, a huge percentage, didn't vote for him. Why? Did he go and ask them? Why single out this Maulana? Where is equality there? Where is fraternity there? When he says that, people like him meaning what? Does he mean people like Muslims? Where is the fraternity? Where is fraternity? You see, the concept of a constitutional office bearer like Giriraj Singh is to bring people together. That is what he needs to do. Bring people together. Create love and affection between people. Do things that can bring people together. That's what makes a nation. I'll go to my second example. My second example is that of Pune, Shaniwar Wada. You see, Shaniwar Wada is a fort, by the way. It's an old Peshwa fort. 3 ladies offered namaz inside that fort. Now, what was the reason for them to offer namaz inside that fort is a question, because every act has its own place where it should be done. To that extent, different debate, different day, we'll talk about it. But the fact that they offered namaz isn't something which is a cardinal sin or some major law breaking. But the fact remains that when this information kind of went viral, and this picture which you see on the screen went viral, the BJP Rajya Sabha MP Medha Kulkarni came and she sprinkled gomutra, cow urine there, to purify the spot where the namaz was offered. My God, what are we actually getting to? Namaz is as pure as any other prayer of any other religion. It is as biased. Like I said, whether namaz should be offered in that particular spot or not is debatable. That's a different topic altogether. But purifying the place because somebody offered namaz? My same question, equality, fraternity. Where is it? Where is this public representative who is also a constitutional figure? Where is this public representative practicing what is written in our constitution? The preamble of our constitution, for crying out loud. Now, if I start believing that maybe a lot of people from Bharatiya Janata Party do not respect or do not follow the constitution the way it should be, where am I wrong? Where am I wrong? You see, the interesting part is people who profess, people who propagate, people who talk about Hindu Bachao, people who talk about Hindutva, all these people, are they really bothered about Hindutva? Are they really bothered about Hinduism? People who talk about heritage properties, people who talk about Shaniwar Wada, are they ever bothered about this Shaniwar Wada? Because I'll tell you, Shaniwar Wada, where Peshwas wrote history, this place, let me tell you, according to historian Sandeep Godbole in Times of India, Sandeep says that there is a little to show a well-maintained historic monument when one sees Shaniwar Wada today. He says small people plants sunk their roots into the bastion, trash litters its premises, dry leaves are heaped in every corner. The parking is a mess and its iconic Maratha style painting are so faint that they have all disappeared. Let me talk about this 250-year-old paintings in Shaniwar Wada. You see, according to another article of Times, the famous Ganesha painting on the wall of Delhi Darwaza is barely visible. Others on the wall of the Nagar Khana are now on the verge of vanishing too. The horizontal painting in the Delhi Darwaza is non-existent and only black marks can be spotted from a distance. This is the status of Shaniwar Wada. Nobody came to protest there. Nobody did anything to ensure that that is restored. Nobody came and went and told their own government, both in the state and the center, that Baba, do something for Shaniwar Wada because we care about it. It is our heritage. Nobody bothered. Shaniwar Wada is not built by Mughals. It was built by Hindu kings. But nobody bothered. When 3 ladies offered namaz there, they came to purify the place. You think about the sincerity. Think about whether all this was act just to get political mileage, or were they sincere about what they felt. And you know the most interesting part of the entire story? The most interesting part of the entire story is, while I don't think there has been any case registered against that lady who came and cleansed the place or purified the place where namaz was offered. But the ladies who offered namaz, they were booked by the Pune police. How fair is that? Where are we headed with this? Forget about our constitution. Forget about love, affection, empathy, brotherhood. Forget about all of that, because I don't think those words make any sense anymore. So, let that be. Let me talk to you about basic economy. You see, Bristol University had conducted a research. And this research categorically said that countries, communities that practices secularism, that practices equality, that practices brotherhood, they grow at a speed which is far, far higher than a community, a country, an economy that practices regressive laws, that promotes radicalism. And actually speaking, do you need a research to even tell you this? All the same, the research is there for your reference. It is imperative for us to ensure that we learn to love each other. We learn brotherhood. We learn the concept of living with each other. Forget brotherhood, loving and all that. At least we learn the concept of living with each other, tolerating each other, to ensure that we grow as a country, to ensure that our economy grows, to ensure that our youth gets job, to ensure that there is food on the table for every Indian, to ensure that there is healthcare that we provide for every Indian. And just see the disservice that such acts do. You see, the entire focus has shifted from the farmer distress, which Maharashtra is currently going through. I was in front of you a few days back talking about Maharashtra farmer distress. Of course, as always, there were very few takers, there were very few viewers for that particular program, but all the same, so easily this particular issue diverted the attention from genuinely what needs to be addressed now. That is the farmer distress, the amount of that's happening in Maharashtra, to something of this sort, where somebody came and tried to purify the place where 3 ladies offered namaz. Just imagine the disservice it is doing to our country. If you think that Hindu khatre mein hai, ya wo khatre mein hai, ya ye khatre mein hai, if you say that, you're doing a great service to your community. If you think and you support and you encourage this kind of behavior, mind you, tomorrow you will be the danger. You will be the one that thereafter. It is bound to happen. It is bound to happen. And if you see what's happening around you, you will see how many division this society is now getting into. Communities, castes. Like I said, it's going to go on. So, think about what I said. With folded hands, I urge you not to fall prey to these kind of narrative. Divisiveness has never helped anybody. Check history. Divisiveness has helped nobody. It has only destroyed kingdoms. It has only destroyed regimes. It has only destroyed countries. It has only destroyed communities. If you are going to support these kind of narrative, if you support these kind of politicians, believe me, you're signing up for your own destruction. That's the point I wanted to make tonight. Till I see you next time. That's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.